In a dramatic escalation of global trade tensions, China's recent counteractions have sent shockwaves across the globe. Following President Trump's imposition of a 10% tariffs on Chinese imports effective February 1, 2025, the dynamics of international trade have entered a new phase. These tariffs come alongside a 25% levy on imports from Canada and Mexico, with the stated aim of addressing illegal immigration and combating drug trafficking, especially the fentanyl crisis. As these measures take effect, the world watches to see how this evolving situation unfolds.
My message to every business in the world is very simple. Come make your product in America and we will give you among the lowest taxes of any nation on earth. We're bringing them down very substantially, even from the original Trump tax cuts. But if you don't make your product in America, which is your prerogative, then very simply you will have to pay a tariff, differing amounts, but a tariff which will direct hundreds of billions of dollars and even trillions of dollars into our treasury to strengthen our economy and pay down debt. Under the Trump administration, there will be no better place on earth to create jobs, build factories, or grow a company than right here in the good old USA.
China's reaction to the US tariffs has been swift and strategic. Among its most striking moves is the prohibition of rare earth exports to the United States. Rare earth elements critical for tech and defense production are now a focal point of China's economic countermeasures. Additionally, China has imposed its own tariffs of over 74.9% on specific American products, while significantly cutting back on oil imports from the US. These measures underscore China's ability to leverage its dominance in key industries to push back against economic pressure. By targeting rare earths, Beijing highlights its critical role in global supply chains, signaling that economic aggression will not go unanswered. Observers are left questioning whether this response marks the onset of a new trade war or a calculated move to deter further US action. China has widened its retaliatory measures to include imports from the European Union, Japan, and Taiwan. These tariffs reflect Beijing's broader strategy to resist what it perceives as global economic hostility. For instance, China's recent anti-dumping tariffs on polyacetyl copolymers used in automotive and medical industries against the EU, Japan, and Taiwan underscore a tactical move to disrupt critical supply chains. In response, the European Union implemented tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles ranging from 7.8% to 35.3%. These actions, effective October 2024, came after investigations into unfair subsidies that supported Chinese EV manufacturers. The EU's move aims to shield its domestic industries from overwhelming competition, while also raising concerns about increasing rifts in global trade alliances. Japan and Taiwan have taken subtler yet impactful approaches to navigate these tense dynamics. Japan is accelerating investments in semiconductor and critical mineral industries to reduce dependence on Chinese imports. This aligns with broader initiatives to reinforce supply chains and diversify partnerships. Meanwhile, Taiwan, a pivotal player in the global tech supply chain, is strengthening its ties with the United States and other allies while scaling back economic reliance on China. These proactive measures reflect a growing recognition of the need to adjust to shifting global trade paradigms. The escalation of tariffs has far-reaching implications for critical industries. High tariffs on POM, valued for strength and versatility, are raising costs across automobile production. Manufacturers rely on POM for gears, bushings, and components requiring durability and thermal resistance. The ripple effects extend beyond production costs as supply chains struggle to adapt, potentially leading to delays and higher consumer prices. The US has imposed tariffs of 50% on Chinese solar cells and natural graphite imports, aiming to invigorate domestic green energy industries. However, with China dominating the global production of these materials, renewable energy projects may face delays or rising costs before local industries can fill the gap. In the electronics sector, semiconductors face tariffs doubling to 50%, significantly impacting tech innovation. Similarly, the medical industry confronts higher tariffs on syringes and PPE, areas where supply chain vulnerabilities were exposed during the pandemic. These tit-for-tat measures emphasize a deepening rift in global economic relations. What began as a US-China confrontation is now reshaping trade interactions across multiple regions. Nations are compelled to recalibrate their strategies with long-term repercussions for businesses and consumers. For instance, the automobile industry isn't just dealing with higher costs, but must also address the challenges of securing alternative suppliers. The energy sector, tasked with meeting climate goals, finds itself in a precarious position as material costs soar. These developments complicate recovery from the economic upheavals caused by the pandemic and rising inflation. Navigating this complex trade environment requires a delicate balance of assertiveness and diplomacy. Policymakers worldwide must recognize that escalating tariffs risk entrenching divisions, making collaboration more challenging. Initiatives like multilateral trade agreements or joint venture could mitigate the impact of economic conflicts while fostering mutual growth. However, building trust in such polarized times is no small feat. Leaders must weigh the immediate gains of protecting domestic industries against the potential long-term costs of global economic fragmentation. Whether the current wave of tariffs result in strengthened local economies or a more fractured international landscape remains to be seen. The intensification of trade wars serves as a stark reminder of how interconnected and fragile global trade systems are. For businesses, the focus must shift to innovation and adaptability, while governments must pursue balanced policies that address national priorities without further destabilizing the world economy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into global economics and trade. Thanks for watching.